Really funny guy. You guys give up for David Levine.
What's up, Monday? So a lot of comedians tonight have been talking about how we don't have significant others. We're all single. I got a girlfriend. What are they talking about? And she spent a good amount of time in the UK, so she measures a lot of things on the metric system, and you know what that means, right? I get to measure my dick in centimeters. Bigger number. I mean, same size, but better for me, better for my head, whatever, right? So you guys know the crazy thing about Chinese cemeteries? All the tombstones look alike. And all the urns are filled with rice. Because that's what happens when you cremate Chinese people, right? Yeah? And no, that's not racist, because that's not possible. So why don't you look in the mirror before you start throwing judgments around? People who are not actually throwing judgments. I'm just projecting. Sorry. So I learned something recently, speaking of racism, I learned something recently, very recently, that deaf people, when they sign things, when they describe somebody's race, it's fucking racist. Like, I'm not talking like a little racist, I'm talking like fucking racist, right? I go, I'm Jewish. How do you say Jewish? And they go, like this? Like that? Like, we're stroking our beard, we're really intelligent, that's not that bad, but it went way downhill after that. Anything else? They go, yeah, this. I was like, oh, come on. Going with the money thing, whatever. I was like, what about Chinese people? And they go, boom, slanty eyes. I'm not making that up, right? Mexicans, see if you guys can get this. You guys know what that is? You guys know what I'm doing? I'm putting my poncho on. I'm not making this shit up. I'm literally not making, those last three, not making them up. Next two, I am making these up. Black people. And see if any of you guys can guess this one, alright? Yes, can you guys tell what I'm doing? I'm eating a dog that's Filipinos. What? Fucking people gotta eat, whatever. Okay, so continuing in the racist, inappropriate vein. Family Guy. Anybody a fan of Family Guy? Round of applause. You guys like that show? Love that show. They recently had an episode where they sort of poked fun at Sarah Palin's daughter with Down syndrome. Great episode. Highly recommend it. Sarah Palin, however, thought that it was like really offensive, and was like that episode was outrageous and it was highly offensive. Blah 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 blah. I don't know, whatever. The actress who played that character on that particular episode actually has Down syndrome, and fired back at Sarah Palin. True story. She goes, "I was raised to have a sense of humor, and Sarah Palin's stupid." So I think it's official. Even the retards think Sarah Palin is retarded. We can bury it. We can finally just put it to rest. I fucking hate Sarah Palin. But speaking of people that I don't like people that say that like they hear you say something and then they go, typical, because like almost 90% of the time they don't even know you that well, right? Like okay, here's an example. You, sir, what's your name? What? Griffin? Good to meet you. What did you do today?
Lounged around, had a few drinks.
Typical Griffin.
There you go. It is that.
And then this is another kind of people that I'm like, did you do anything else?
No, not much.
You would. I don't like those people. I got a friend who is she's trying to date. She's not doing too well, so I'm trying to set her up on a blind date. And she goes, well, I'm not really sure how I feel about that. So I'm trying to hype her up on the blind date the same way that movie previews do for movies. Like they make it seem like the movie's like way better, right? So I'm like, okay, check this out. The guy's awesome, okay? But he might be late to the date because he's a surgeon. He's going to be going in for heart surgery, and then after, he's going to have a photo shoot because he's also a model. But he's a really nice guy, really nice guy. I was hanging out with him, and And I almost got hit by a car, but he knocked me out of the way with his 3-pound cock. It was so nice of him. just such a kind heart. But just like how movie previews will like hype you up for the movie, she's gonna come back like, Dave, what the fuck? He was like balding and said that I reminded him of his mother. I'm like, yeah, but that trailer was amazing, right? So I had a stint of time where I was woefully unemployed, and I was thinking of different jobs that I would love to have. Just, you know, what would I really want to do? And I thought of some jobs that I would love to have, but I could never actually have. Like, you could just never have these jobs. One of them would be to be paid on commission for every successful time that I say the phrase, "That's what she said." I have my own island. Another job that I'd love to have, and I think we all love to have this job. You're employed by a private company to follow meter maids around, and anytime they write anybody a ticket, you punch them as hard as you can in the face. And I think it would be called something like Karma Guys, or like That's What they deserve this incorporated. And I also don't think that people would like. They wouldn't. If people saw you beating the shit out of a meter maid, they wouldn't do anything. They'd be like, look at that superhero hard at work fighting for injustice. Thank goodness he's here.